Good afternoon, friends. This is huge news. President Biden has just made an important announcement. He has released a budget proposal that offers tax breaks for American families and lower health care costs. But analysts say that the U.S. debt would increase by trillions of dollars if this becomes law. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, do make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning these giveaways.
Thank you, Leader Schumer. As you know, last Friday we passed 6 of the 12 full-year funding bills for fiscal year 2024. I've said it all along, but we actually can fund the government in a reasonable, bipartisan way if we just stick to a few basic principles that Democrats have no problem understanding. Government shutdowns are bad, and doing the job the American people sent us here to do is good. And look, these bills were a compromise. We had to work with very tough numbers and even tough cuts. But because we reached a reasonable compromise, we're able to do things like hire more air traffic controllers, fully fund WIC to help feed 7 million moms and babies, keep food safety inspectors on the job, and fund many other basic functions of government that the American people rely on in their daily lives. And we were only able to do that by agreeing to bipartisan spending levels, rejecting devastating cuts that were pushed by the House Republicans, and by keeping out literally dozens and dozens of far-right poison pills. I have full confidence we get there on our final 6 bills, so long as far-right poison pill policy riders are off the table, and House Republicans agree to reasonable bipartisan funding levels. The order of the day, every day until we pass the last 6 bills, is to leave the extreme demands at the door and work together to pass our full-year spending bills. And let's not forget that the Senate-passed National Security Supplemental will pass the House if Speaker Johnson simply allows an up or down vote. In the midst of all of that, we do need to be thinking now about fiscal year 2025, and the President's budget offers a strong roadmap for that work. I think it is notable that yesterday we all heard Donald Trump say, quote, "There's a lot you can do in terms of entitlement, in terms of cutting." It does not get any more painstakingly obvious that this guy wants to cut your Social Security and Medicare. Meanwhile, Joe Biden laid out exactly how we can actually strengthen Medicare and Social Security, all while putting our country on more stable fiscal footing.
This week, President Biden released a budget proposal aimed at getting voters' attention. According to the Associated Press, it would offer tax breaks for families, lower health care costs, smaller deficits, and higher taxes on the wealthy and corporations. Unlikely to pass the House and Senate to become law, the proposal for fiscal 2025 is an election year blueprint about what the future could hold if Biden and enough of his fellow Democrats win in November. The president and his aides previewed parts of his budget going into last week's State of the Union address, and they provided the fine print this week. If the Biden budget became law, deficits could be pruned by $3 trillion over a decade. It would raise tax revenues by a total of $4.9 trillion over that period and use roughly $1.9 trillion to fund various programs, with the rest going to deficit reduction. On Monday, the president traveled to Manchester, New Hampshire, where he called on Congress to apply his $2,000 cap on prescription costs and $35 insulin cap to everyone, not just people who have Medicare. He also advocated for making permanent some protections in the Affordable Care Act that are set to expire next year. Biden said, "I'm here in New Hampshire to talk about the budget I released today." Biden's aides said their budget was realistic and detailed, while rival measures from Republicans were not financially viable. House Speaker Mike Johnson issued a joint statement with other GOP leaders, calling the Biden proposal a glaring reminder of this administration's insatiable appetite for reckless spending. He stated, Biden's budget does not just miss the mark, it is a roadmap to accelerate America's decline. Under the proposal, the government would spend $7.3 trillion next fiscal year and borrow $1.8 trillion to cover the shortfall from tax receipts. Biden's 188-page plan covers a decade's worth of spending, taxes, and debt. Parents could get an increased child tax credit in 2025, as payments would return briefly to the 2021 level, funded by Biden's crisis relief package. Homebuyers might also receive a tax credit worth up to $10,000, and the plan includes $10 billion in down payment aid for first-generation buyers. Corporate taxes would jump upward, while billionaires would be charged a minimum tax of 25%. Biden said in his State of the Union address that Medicare should have the ability to negotiate prices on 500 prescriptions, which could save $200 billion over 10 years. His aide said his budget does not specify how many prescription prices would be subject to negotiations. According to Biden's aides, his plan would permanently keep Medicare solvent. But as noted by Maya McGuinness, the president of the Fiscal Group Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, it does not appear to fix Social Security, which projections say will be unable to pay full benefits starting in the year 2033. According to experts, the proposal would provide about $900 billion for defense in fiscal 2025, about $16 billion more than the baseline. One key theme in the budget plan is an effort to help families afford their basic needs. This is as the impact of inflation, hitting a 4-decade high in 2022, continues to leave many voters feeling as though they're worse off under Biden. The Associated Press has noted that the budget proposal includes $258 billion to help build or preserve 2 million homes, helping to address a national shortage that has kept housing prices high. Well, my awesome and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, dear friends, of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.